What is going on, everybody? Excited to bring another Giants rebuild episode to you guys here. Please do hit that like button if you're enjoying the series. And it's been a rough couple of weeks here, coming off of two huge losses to the Niners, to the Bills. The offense just not really doing their job. You know, Daniel Jones not really living up to that big contract we gave him. And we only have two more play the moments remaining, and it will be those mini game style where we only get 3 play the moments in those games, and we have week 18. Really sucks that we couldn't pick up a win in either of these last 2 weeks. I don't think any trades make a ton of sense for us. We are the defending NFC champs, so we're not like giving up hope or anything. But we also don't really have any clear-cut holes on this roster. So I really think we just got to trust that the team we've built can get the job done. We do have the bye week coming up. It's going to be a good opportunity to talk a little bit about our future with renegotiations, maybe look at some of our scouting. We've got a little bit of a player meeting going on here with James Bradbury. Let's rest up. Second season. 3-5 is not insurmountable by any stretch of the imagination. We're going to go full half pads with practice. We're going to get fully healthy. Got some upgrades. Just one to our center, Alex Dickinson, who does have superstar. Hey, that's a nice little boost there. We took him in, I believe he was our second round pick. That's my bad. He was our first round pick at the end of the first round, and we nailed it, getting a superstar there. That's now 2 on the offensive line with Andrew Thomas there. Our second round pick was, of course, the safety Kramer, who's 77 overall. He has another 35 snaps to play until we find out what he has to offer for us. But let's see what the traits are here for Dickinson. Right now, he's got all day. I think we'll stick with that. Now, how about renegotiations? A lot of big-name players up. Let's start with Andrew Thomas. No-brainer there. And if we're keeping this realistic, he'd probably get a little more than that. Ascending superstar. No fifth-year option for him in this world because, well, you know, it's EA. But we're going to give him probably around 18 million to keep this realistic. This is a realistic rebuild, so we're going to bump this up to right around there. 3 years, I think we'd go more like, honestly, probably more like 4 years on that. So we're going to pay him a healthy chunk of change. Got Xavier McKinney up, Cam Robinson up. We've got Adoree Jackson, Leonard Williams. So some big-name players on this defense. Adoree Jackson's only 27 years old, but he hasn't done a whole lot for us in this series. I'm going to hold off on him. Now, Leonard Williams, I think we got to make this contract. He's going to be 32 by the end of it. He's been a monster for us. Kind of had another huge season, his second big year in 3 years here in New York since the team traded for him in a previous regime. He gets paid over $20 million in real life. I think that was a little bit of an overpay at the time. I don't know if he'd get quite that much on his second contract here, but I think a little north of 18 is about right, and 3 years is definitely the right length there, and he's going to stick around. So a big week there, getting a couple of our superstars back. We're going to hold off on Xavier McKinney, Adoree Jackson. Both guys have been pretty quiet. You can't keep everybody here, so we're going to just sit it right there, getting those 2 franchise cornerstones back. And the last thing we can do here is spend some staff points before we start doing some simulating as we move ahead. The offense has really been struggling, so I want to maybe get some boosts here for our offensive skills. And I think we're going to go down this line right here, get some better blocking in-house so we get the boost there. We get our center, unlock superstar. Maybe we can really open up Saquon Barkley as the weather gets colder here. But let's advance to week 10. We got the Miami Dolphins. Hopefully this will be a winnable game that we can get the season off right. We also get Ikem Ekwonu back from injury, so really beefing back up on the O-line. And because of that, I'm going to set the game plan here, run it inside. Let's see if we can really get Saquon going here. We can get back to full pads practice for a couple more weeks before we probably lighten up the load back on the back end of the season. So I am going to set the goal, 150 rushing yards. Let's get 3 rushing touchdowns. Let's go win the turnover battle. Just protect the rock, run the ball. Don't make Daniel Jones be the hero, and play good defense. That's what we're hoping for here. And Ekwonu even gets an upgrade. If we're gonna break out this running game, it's gonna be this week. A couple of other important boosts here as well. Azeez Ojulari. Let's go with power moves, keep his skill set a little more balanced. And Christopher Hinton, young run defending defensive tackle out of Michigan. Let's just go run stopper. Nice boost. Sorry, Roche, we're going to auto you. All right, a big sim coming up. Don't let us down, Giants. We're at home. We're fresh off the bye week. We got a good game plan. Hell, if the Cowboys and football team lose, we'll be tied with first place in this division. So this season is far from over. The NFC least back at it again. Hopefully can do us some favors here down the stretch, but got to start winning. Come on. Oh, come on, Daniel Jones. We dropped 24-17. That is our 5th straight loss. And we haven't scored over 20 points in 5 weeks. This is getting embarrassing for Brian Dable, for Daniel Jones. Just nothing doing through the air. Saquon couldn't get that dominant ground game going. That one really stings. And honestly, our season could end this week. If we can't win this one against Washington and get to 4-6, that would crush us. I think we need to do our Play the Moments minigame here this week to keep our season alive. So we're going to do that. Now we can pick a focus player, and you know what? I know we just paid Daniel Jones, but it wasn't a back-breaking contract on the lower end of starting quarterbacks. Kind of had that one really good year and obviously been one of the worst quarterbacks in the league this year. I think we should do our due diligence on these quarterbacks, especially if we're going to end up with a top 5 pick or so. So we'll see what scouts come back, focusing on them a little bit. And let's redirect our attention here to Washington, who are they even playing at quarterback right now? I think they get Sam Howell. They did. He's having a good year for them. Good balanced passing attack here. Addison Watkins out of Oklahoma State, rookie, having a good year. 7 touchdowns for him. So let's try and slow down their passing game. We'll go full pads for one more week. And let's go back to throw at medium. And I am going to make one full depth chart change here. I know Calvin Austin has produced, but the offense as a whole has struggled. I think we got to get Kadarius Toney just back full-time in the slot. Really was a weapon for us last year. I'm hoping that can provide a spark to this offense, at least in simulation. Jermaine Johnson gets an upgrade, so our edge duo both into the 80s now. But defense hasn't been our problem. So the 86 power moves. Got a little bit of a thunder and lightning approach. Ojulari being a little more finessey. But we're at home again. Let's make this a throwback week. big, big game. We are driving out the gate. I'm actually not going to use this moment. I'm going to trust the team to score here from the 11. They get it in. Good job. Third down. Defense needs help. Let's play it. 2nd and 4. Oh, get it! Receiver got bumped off his route there. We had an opportunity. So 3rd and 4. Oh! Adoree Jackson breaks it up last second. Huge play. We do get the stop. Good job, defense. Adoree looking for that contract maybe a little bit. Offense driving, red zone, into the end zone. Perhaps the switch in the slot receiver position is working, or Washington's defense just stinks, but offense much better today. Defense is letting them back into it here. This might be a defensive effort here. This is a huge trip to the red zone. We get another stop. Screen. Good job, D. Good job, defense. Ojulari, 2 sacks. 3rd and 18. We got a tackle. We got a tackle. Good job, Lorenzo Carter. We get the stop. A couple of huge defensive holds there. And we get one more moment here. All right. The offense got us a touchdown. The defense continued to play. And pretty much an opportunity to bury this one here. 1st and goal. Tony in the slot there. Saquon having a much better day on the ground. See if we can pull Ekwonu. Get behind our superstar center. Just a couple yards. No need to force anything here. Field goal does make this a 2-score game with about 4 minutes left. So if it's there, take it. If it's not, don't force it. And it's there. Evan Ingram sits down in the zone. Easy touchdown. And we should be able to get out of here. We're going to score another touchdown. 42 burger on the day. That is a feel-good performance, and one that we absolutely needed. 4 touchdowns for Daniel Jones. Saquon Barkley goes off. Kenny Golladay. Calvin Austin still gets involved, but he gets injured. Kadarius Toney, that change does seem to have made an impact. 71 yards. One of his better games this season. 2 sacks for Ojulari. Leonard Williams. James Bradbury gets a pick. Just an all-around team win. Whew. And we're alive. Good job kind of accomplishing a lot of our goals there. Jabril Peppers getting better. And that'll go down as a huge win as we look to compete in this NFC least. We're just a game back, so... or 2 games. I don't know the math on that one. You guys can correct me in the comments, I'm sure. Seahawks are 3-8. We're home again. Hopefully this is a winnable game. Russ, of course, still playing it out in Seattle in this world. Maybe we could force a trade this offseason to follow some real-life storylines there. But let's limit his passing here. I'm not quite as afraid of Russ's scrambling at this age. We'll go defend deep pass. Throwing it over the middle of the field. Definitely worked for us last week. We are going to go down to half pads just so the players can stay fresh and healthy as we enter the home stretch here. Quincy Bynes, one of our rookie receivers, gets a boost. Doing deep threat. I like that. 2 release, 2 deep threat. Deep route running, rather. Daniel Jones picks up Offensive Player of the Week. And Blake Martinez. Good for you, Blake, with Patrick Graham over there in Las Vegas. Maybe take a quick look at how those quarterback scouting reports came back for us. So we have 100% on Benjamin Marshall. He's got great to elite throw power. Ooh, he looks good. Don't think we'll be in the running for him, but Sam Page, 21 years old, out of Oregon State. Another strong-armed guy, not a great athlete. Does have B trucking. And Cole Richardson, strong arm out of Iowa, who has solid athleticism and as well a really strong arm. So a lot of pocket passer types in this draft. Although there is another round 1 guy we have 80% on out of USC, who is a little bit more athletic. Even Bradley Cheney down here is on the rise, 17 plus 17. He's got, wow, great to elite speed. That is very intriguing. Very, very intriguing. Feel like this team has never really had that really athletic quarterback. No offense to Daniel Jones. He's got straight line speed, but he's not a demigod, as Brett Coleman would put it. All right. We got to advance this one. Got to hope for a victory. I think we can handle our business. Come on, Giants. Woo! The offense is rolling. The Kadarius Toney move. It did something for this offense. Scored more in the last 2 weeks. We did 5 weeks before that. Daniel Jones, another great week. Saquon Barkley, another great week. Kadarius Toney, 6 for 79. Man, Calvin Austin's producing as well. So it's been a healthy change for the offense for sure. Defense playing well. Bradbury gets another pick. He's having a good year. And now we are definitely 1 game behind. The entire division is 6-5, and we're 5-6. This is heating up, man. Team's gonna be proud of the way we handled Russell Wilson. 1,000 XP for everybody. And it's the Rams this week, who have fallen off a little bit here. I would expect 2023, probably Stafford regressing a little bit. Team kind of running out of resources. Guys like Donald nearing the end of his prime. Cooper Kupp not having that remarkable season. Yeah, Aaron Donald only 6 sacks on the season so far. Von Miller only 2.5. He's definitely not what he used to be. So they still have some pieces that we got to be afraid of here, but they're not the defending Super Bowl champs that they were a couple years ago. Let's still defend the pass and I think attack the medium of the field. That game plan has very clearly been working for us. We get a boatload of upgrades here, thanks in large part to the performance last week. Ooh, man, what a boost for Nakobe Dean. Gets 2 acceleration, 3 block shedding. Big time. Kramer gets 1. Do we find out what his if he has abilities? Just star for him. But that is another reason we're hesitant to pay like Xavier McKinney. Is this guy really is a piece here? If we are going to plan potentially to lose McKinney, I think we should work on his zone a little bit more. But that's something to keep an eye on. McKinney really has been quiet. And same thing kind of goes for Adoree Jackson. We do have Castro Fields, who's certainly not a bad player. Star Dev. Hasn't gotten an opportunity yet. We have drafted well at those positions. Zach Gross, who's kind of competed for that deep threat role. Nice. Rashawn Terry was a mid-round pick for us. Just a special teamer with that 89 speed. But obviously, if we could develop something more out of him there, would be great. Same thing with Mike Wofford here out of Stanford. Was an undrafted pickup. And Adoree does get a boost. And it's a good one. Got to keep playing well if we're going to extend him. I'm going to auto the rest of these guys. So we are going to sim. Could get back to 500 here. Let's go, baby. What a win. Let's go. We're back to 6-6. The Eagles and Cowboys did win, so we're still behind them. But the defense plays a great game. We've ripped off 3 straight. Daniel Jones just doing his game manager duties. Oh, man, Saquon is... We talked about getting that run game going. It didn't happen in the first week against Miami, but man, is he coming alive. Defensively, Lorenzo Carter gets 10 tackles, 2 sacks for Leonard Williams. Nakobe Dean and Ajalari, the Georgia boys, getting sacks. We even have trench boost scenario here. I'm not quite sure what this is. Interesting. There's potential for this O-line to keep getting better. I think I will build off of that as well and get some more blocking boosts. It's clearly working for the run game. So the Jets are 8-4. They've got some guys up front that are going to make it tough for us to truly run the ball. I don't want to obsess over that. I think the attacking the middle of the field game plan at least is really working for us. I think I will try and defend the outside run with this Shanahan scheme here for the Jets. Kareem Hunt, do our upgrades. Got one for Dickinson. Want to make sure he's balanced here, so we're going to go agile. And Saquon. Let's go elusive. Beautiful. So we're remaining 4 opponents here. We got the Jets, Panthers, Chargers, and Eagles. Let's take a look at the standings. I think that Eagles game is really going to be important. We've played a lot of divisional games. The Chargers are at the bottom of the AFC, so we're not going to play that one. Justin Herbert really struggling there. The Panthers as well, 5-7 team. I think with the importance of that Eagles game, I think we should probably hold off on that one. And let's hope the Subway battle here. Actually, no. I'm changing my mind there. We are going to hop into our Play the Moments minigame here. The Jets are a better team than the Eagles. We've had success against the Eagles. I'm going to trust that we can win that one week 17. And we get to play week 18 against another division opponent as well. So I'm going to hop in here and check out the Subway battle. Only Play the Moments mini game here. Defense early on. Big first quarter drive. Got to take advantage of that. We are backed up. We got 3 superstar defenders up front. And CJ Mosley, one of them. Fadukasi goes down. That will help our ability to run the ball at least. Fight for it, Galladay. Woo, big hit by Marcus May. We're going to go play action on 3rd and 3. Kadarius Toney coming across. Looks like we're probably getting cover 3 here, so this should work. As long as Jones can hit him. Oh, he hits him in stride. There we go. Beaut. Yikes. Nowhere to go on the ground. Brings us to 3rd down. Maybe even 4-down territory here as we're probably just short of field goal range. Because of that, I'm actually going to run it. We got a power call here. There you go, Saquon. That's what's up. Just need a little bit more space in there. Good job. More great blocking, but there's a reason for it. That's coming back. Holding on. Ikem. Sheesh. Right back to that 43-yard line. I do like the look, so I'm going to snap this. Make a miss, Tony. Ah. Great tackle by Bryce Hall. Okay, 3rd down. Good coverage, good pass rush. We will take a field goal. We were backed all the way up. Kick is good. One scenario down. Hopefully the defense can continue. And they do. Oh, no, they don't. That was a big chunk play right there. We're going to trust the D. They give up a touchdown. Let's play this red zone trip on the 17-yard line. 2nd and 5. If we could eat up some clock here, that'd be nice. Not let them get the ball back. They're pressing that slant, so it's probably not going to be open. Just hand it off. Come on, Saquon. Make a man miss. Might even be 4-down territory here, depending what happens. Someone's got to get open here. Come on. Got to go for it. Kenny Golladay. Great throw by Daniel Jones. Had to put it somewhere. Good job by Golladay to come open in front of our face. 2 moments down. We give up a field goal there. Come on, D. We give up a touchdown. Into the red zone. I got to trust it. I got to hope we get an offensive moment here. Hold him to a field goal. Good job. We're driving. Come on. Big field goal. We got the field goal. Defense gets a stop. Oh, this is only one play, but I think it's so big. How long? 3rd and 9. I'm going to play it. I'm going to go big, but this is it until the 2-minute warning. But I think this is so important that we get this. Calvin Austin can't hold on. Bryce Hall breaks it up. We're going to have to slow play this here. See how our defense does. What do we got? We got a 2nd and 8. Let's see what happens here on 3rd down and 7. Come on, D. Big play. Get in there. Yes! Dexter Lawrence with the sack. They're going to punt it away. It's a good one. They get us on the 9-yard line. First play, incomplete by Daniel Jones. Second play, incomplete. Third play, hey, Kenny Golladay making plays in this one. We got a rush by Saquon. This is so big, man. This is like our season. So we're going to watch until the 2 minutes where we can play. Ooh, dangerous pass on the quick slant there. Brings us to 3rd and 6. Come on, Daniel Jones. Be clutch. Be clutch. Get it, Saquon. Woo, I think that's a first. Just barely. He got it. We'll be able to hop in here in just a couple plays. Just don't screw it up. Hit Saquon. Oh, oh. I thought he was going to Saquon. He was not. We'll see what happens here. We'll just fast sim one more play. Ball thrown away. Dang it. I was really hoping the clock would stop. We got to watch one more. We'll hop in for 4th down if we don't get it. There we go. Galladay just making all of the plays here. So we get to enter play with 2 minutes left. Great drive. Great job by this team in general. Defense makes a stand. Offense, a nice drive that started from our 6-yard line. We got all the time in the world. Oh, great cutback option. Not even a cutback, just right up the middle. Clock's still running. Oh my God, they are in
Thanks,
prevent defense. I want to go hurry up, but I don't want to abuse the... I'll just call timeout, actually. I don't want to abuse the quarters defense that they came out in. Oh my gosh, what a play by Bryce Hall. No. What a play from cover 2. He saw it coming behind him, and he jumps it. That's a hell of a play. Oh, with the elevation. I mean, a tip of the cap, but damn, that one hurts. Game's not over yet, but all of a sudden that using that timeout hurts extra. Oh, man. Oh, Dean, you're going the wrong way. That might be ball game. Kareem Hunt with a beautiful cutback. Oh, what a devastating loss. I think they can knee this one out. We actually are going to get 2 seconds here. Calvin Austin, or it's actually Griggs back, not Austin. They mixed up our depth chart on us. Nothing going. Oh, man. Daniel Jones throws the pick. Was looking good there for a moment, but an even better play by Bryce Hall, who made a couple of huge plays in that 4th quarter, man. He broke up the deep pass when Calvin Austin was open. That's my dude, Bryce Hall, man. Gotta tip the cap, man. Make some plays like that. But in general, just not a good day for Daniel Jones. The run game, nothing too exciting there. Defense played well. They bunkered down, especially in that 4th quarter. But obviously, that one is gonna sting quite a bit. But our season is not done. We get a couple upgrades here. Andrew Thomas, by the way, is going to get another ability here at 85 overall. And Lorenzo Carter having a great season. See what we get for that trench boost. 2,500. We had 1,000 rushing yards. Season's not done, but this episode is. You're going to have to wait for the next one to find out if we can pull off a miraculous playoff run. The Cowboys are heating up. They are 8-5. That's going to make things very difficult. But a 10-7 season would still probably get us in. But we are going to have to play it pretty perfect down the stretch here. We know this team is capable of some special stuff. It's going to be pretty special to sneak in, but I think we can do it. And we'll find out in the next episode. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. We'll see you for the next one. Peace out.